All right, buyer agents, the phone call that you make to the listing agent is a part of your client's offer. Before a single number gets written down in the contract, I am already forming an impression of you as the listing agent. I'm thinking about your buyer and how smooth this deal is going to go. I want to help you get that call right and hand your client a significant edge in a competitive situation. I've sold hundreds of listings over the years, and I get these calls all the time, including a dozen or so in the last few weeks with one of my newest listings. So today, I want to help give you the exact 5-step framework that makes the listing agent think, I hope this is the agent that wins on this offer. And I also want to show you the 3 mistakes that quietly work against you and your client before they ever get the chance to have their offer considered. Here's a pattern that I see. Most agents skip right to the last step. They're in a hurry, they're rushing. They open the call trying to extract information, and they give the listing agent zero reason or context on why they should work with them. There is a better way, and this is the way. It's the 5 steps that we're going to go through in order right now. So what is a 5-step framework? Step 1, sell yourself. Open the call by establishing who you are and that you are a professional who closes deals. Not just a resume or your brokerage, but let them know that they're going to be in good hands in this deal with you. One mistake to avoid is jumping straight to the, well, what loan types will your client take and how low will they go? I get this constantly. And the reasoning is always, well, I don't want to waste your time, so I'm going to get right to the point. But what you're doing is try to take information from me without offering anything first. There is no strategic advantage for me to hand you my seller's position or any strategic advantage if I don't know what you're bringing to the table or what you can offer. So instead, say something like this. Hi, my name is Harrison Beecher with Keller Williams, and I'm working with a buyer who's toured this home and really loved it. We're putting together a strong and clean offer, and I want to make this as easy as possible for you and your seller, and my team and I are committed to helping you get this deal done. Now, when people say things like that, I'm listening because you led with value instead of just trying to demand and extract information from me. Step number 2, sell the client. Make your buyer real, motivated, qualified, ready to perform. This is also where you can sprinkle in some information about financing, and it's where a lot of agents end up talking themselves out of the deal. Here's a mistake to avoid, is leading with the assumption that your offer is undesirable. It sounds like, hey, we have an HPAP or a down payment assistance offer, and it's going to take a while to close. Would your clients even consider that? The lack of confidence that you're giving me in the first couple seconds of the call is not going to help make me confident, and it's not going to help me relay that confidence to my seller either. Instead, say something like this. I have a well-qualified buyer who absolutely loved this home, and they're also utilizing the Housing Purchase Assistance Program. I have personally closed multiple of these. I know the timeline might take a little bit, but my plan is to keep us on track. Then, from there, you give me the plan, talk about the lender, talk about the appraisal, whatever it is. Present the financing as a strength and a plan behind it, not an apology. Confidence in this situation is definitely contagious, so lead with that. Step number 3, compliment the property. Compliment the property, compliment the property. I want you to tell me what your clients loved about the home. This is not about flattery, but it signals that your buyer actually wants the house, which tells me if your offer is serious and your client is much less likely to get cold feet when I know they've got confidence in it and they love it. A buyer who's in love with the property is a buyer who will perform. Step number 4, show that you read the notes. R-E-A-D, reading is fundamental. This one is so simple. Read the listing notes before you call. The mistake to avoid, asking questions that are already answered in the notes. If you open up a call with, what's the offer deadline? When the deadline is clearly right there in bold at the top of the agent notes, or when you ask me something that the listing already tells you, what I hear is that you miss details. And real estate transactions live and die on details, because when the details get missed, we get delays, and delays are a problem for your client and for mine, and we don't like that. When you're referencing notes correctly, you tell me the opposite. It tells me that you pay attention, that you're buttoned up, and that this transaction will run clean. Last tip, best practice. You can extract information. Now and only now can you ask those questions. You've earned it. You've qualified your buyer. You showed me that you paid attention. You showed me that you can read. Now you can ask the right questions. And it's not jumping right to it to say, how low will the seller go, which signals that you're hunting for a low ball. But you can ask about the seller's priorities. Something as simple as, beyond price, is there anything that matters to you and your seller? Timeline, possession, rent back, any specific contingencies. I want our offer to be the easiest yes on the table for you and your seller. See, now that question, it gets real information because now I have a reason to want to help you craft an offer that wins. It's all about frame and structure and how you present it. All right, so in summary, here are those 5 steps again. Sell yourself, sell your client, compliment the property, show that you read the notes, and then you can extract some information to help you write a better offer. When you run the listing agent info call that way, you stop being just another agent who's fishing for the seller's floor or how low they will go. You become the agent that the listing agent really wants to work with. And that is worth real money to your client when the offers are close. When it's close at all, I'm always going to care more about who is asking better questions and who made a better first impression. If you're an agent who wants to operate at this level, this is the kind of training we put on every week at Coalition Properties Group. Give us a call at 202-843-8000 or email us at connect@coalitionpg.com. You can also visit the website connect.coalitionpg.com for all of our agent training resources. Go ahead and forward this to a buyer agent who needs to hear it. Our next in-person Coalition Mastery Collective session is going to be happening on July the 22nd at our Upper Northwest office. All those details are going to be on connect.coalitionpg.com. We'd love to see you for our next Coalition Mastery Collective series.